bad mothers. We could be in for a potentially sticky ride here. So let's get into it. I saw the title of this video. I thought, let me see this.
I'm Brianna, and people are saying I'm exploding my daughters for views. Say hi, guys. Why are you exploding your child for likes? This is mad weird. Everyone knows this lady is a scam.
Oh, we deal with scams on this channel, so I'll tell you if this is a scam. Sorry, what is this about? That's not her mum. She has a white mum. I tell you right off the bat, that regardless of the skin color of this woman taking care of her, I'm assuming these children are adopted. This woman here is their mother. If anyone needed any clarification on that, do not get me pissed off. I tell you that much. If we're in for some type of racist BS here.
Y'all need to investigate.
What?
My sister is on her way over. We're going to talk about the nasty comments that I've been getting. So what did you think when I started posting? Oh, wow.
What is on her face? Why is there a yellow... What is that, star? I'm joking. I know it's for spots or something. I do want to say, just straight off the bat, just so we're clear on my thoughts on adoption. Adoption is a good thing. Like, whatever the circumstance might be, that someone cannot take care of a child, adoption is needed. Whoever adopts you, I trust in them that, and I also trust in the authorities or whoever the hell, background checks the person trying to adopt. I hope that they are doing it for the right reasons, the right intentions. And that's it. I couldn't give a shit, really, if this black woman has adopted white kids. I don't see how anyone, the internet is a bitch of a place, isn't it? Like, to avoid someone saying, oh, you're a hypocrite, this is a commentary channel where, we poke fun and we hate on things. And yeah, but I hate on things that rightfully need hating on, right? When someone has decided to open their home to children in need, how in tarnation are you finding a problem? Get a grip.
I was actually shocked. Okay, let's start video.
Extraordinary. It's not extraordinary, though. Okay, let's get a, bit cringe. But I will say, me personally, if I was to ever have children, I'm not putting them on camera. You might call me like a weirdo or something, but I believe in evil eye and jealousy and, those kind of vibes. So people who are not me, for the most part, I never know in the future what happens, right? Yeah, maybe my mom wants to be in a video, I don't know. But for the most part, I would not put someone other than me, who's not a creator as well, on camera. Unless my child grows up and they say, let's make videos together, cool, let's, That's saying this as if I'll still be doing this at like 40 years old or something. I don't know. If people want me to, sure. But again, it's her children. If she wants to create content with them and the kids look happy, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I know what's going on when the cameras are turned off and stuff, but they look happy. And there are plenty of people on social media who create content around their children. So who gives a shit?
Mr. Krabs, I am so confused.
Said I can't be my daughter's mom because I'm black and they're white. My daughter
Sense
is
made.
Ryder. She's 5 years old. My second daughter is London, and she's...
Her name's Bree. That's not how you spell London. So I'm gonna take you up on that. right off the bat. But I don't know, it's cool that her name is Bree. So many Brees, on this channel. And not the wind. Although it's a breath of fresh air to see, hopefully, something a little bit more positive on this channel, I'm assuming. Other than the probably, the racist shit we're about to get into, but okay.
They're always asking, am I babysitting? Especially when they hear, like, the kids calling me mom. They have a confused look on their face.
I will say, right, in public, when I see weird shit going on, yeah, if it's something that I think is a bad thing that's going on, right, if something I look at and it's like, what's, like, do I need to be cautious here? I'll have a look, right? But something like this, are you genuinely telling me people are walking past, hearing the child say mum, and they like turning around and coming up and saying, are you the babysitter? What is your life? What is your life? Like, you that sad? Genuinely. Get a grip. Now, I'm getting angry at people that are not even here right now. So this might be a new for the channel. But look, Bree, just continue doing you. We could end this video here, realistically. Continue being you. Right? You adopted children. Great. Don't listen to people because they're always going to chat shit. And if you are someone in public, you're stopping someone and like questioning their life, you need to get a grip of yourself.
I got into fostering because I've seen so many kids in the system and they don't have their biological parents to be there for them. Something I wanted to do, raise a kid to better their life. Look at that.
Fair enough.
My mom is black. On Thanksgiving of 23, me and Ryder hopped on the train.
My mom is black. Corey has black.
What?
So I see just different things that we do in our culture. It would be like, my mom is black, of course you wear wigs.
Ah, okay. I get
black. Of course we eat soul food. We end up going viral. And then that's kind of how it all started.
Can we get a mum reveal? Hair is slayed. Ishi Albino is crazy, by the way. You failed in life. But if you're asking that question, you don't know anything about biology, science in general. Get a grip of yourself. But, for the most part, the comments here seem, what's that one? Nope, not buying it. What else? Not, what? Something not, nope, not buying it. What does that mean? Nope, not buying it. What is there to buy here? Oh, do you know, I've realized this as well. When, just in general, on social media, where if people attach, now there's a good attach and there's a bad attach. Good attach, you watch something, you leave a comment, it makes you feel good, you go about your day, right? Then there's the bad attachment where people, people can comment what they're going to comment. You can't stop people from being shitheads, right? But then they attach themselves into the life or into the content. For example, nope, not buying it. It's not your life. Why do you need to buy it? I'm assuming you mean like you don't understand it. But when you don't understand something, it doesn't mean that something is wrong. So let's get a grip of ourselves. And if you're someone who takes that phrase, by the way, just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it's wrong. If you take that, and if you saw in the camera a fly has just gone past, so that's interesting. The window's closed for anyone, inside joke. I don't know how. But if you're taking that phrase and you're spinning it and, for your criminal activities, yeah, get a grip of yourself. But don't be that person. Don't, attach and act as if you are now living with the person in, what you're watching just because you don't like them. Now you're trying to change their life. Get a grip of yourself.
I'm not doing this for money. I love my girls.
I will say though, I mean, when you make content, there is an element of wanting money. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that when I make these videos, I don't put adverts, because I do. But I make absolutely diddly squat. Shout out Ned Flanders. But if I want this to be a full-time thing, sure, I want to earn money from the videos. If that makes me a bad guy, you watching this need to get your priorities straight then. If you genuinely think someone who, and I know I don't exactly make the hardest, you know, content or the most creative. I know that, and I've said it many times. This is becoming an addressing hate comments video. But I mean, you know, same vibes, I guess, as what we're watching. But I will say, I don't think you adopted them for money, sure. But you are creating content. At the same time, I hope anyway, you're doing it to spread awareness of the foster system, to hopefully open people's eyes and so that they can open up their hearts and their homes for more children. But there is an element of money involved as well, because, you know, that's social media, I guess. But anyway, as I said in the beginning, I hope you're doing it for the right reasons, which I think you are. You know, I think I have a good judge of character. I think you are. But to say you're not doing it for money, sure, in that regard, okay, but, you know, you do make money from social media, I'm assuming. Otherwise, how the hell have you ended up on this show? You must be prominent enough to earn something. I mean, I don't know why. It's a bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to point that out. And I think that's it. So let's continue.
These kids are not yours.
Technically, yes, they are.
And how would you know? Why are you exploding your child for likes? This is mad weird. Someone told me I did an IVF just to have white kids. Can mommy put on your hair?
What? What are these comments? Like, genuinely, like, you know, I can sit here and say, it's easy to say don't pay attention to these comments, right? In regards to me, when I get comments that I talk too much or I'm not funny, etc., on a certain day, sure, they can get me down, but they're easy to brush off, right? But in regards to someone speaking about the children you've adopted, you know, these kind of comments, you know, it would be easy and naive of me to sit here and say, don't pay attention to them. You don't seem like you're affected, at least on camera, so that's good. But I don't understand, like, I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I am slightly worried this might fall into the wrong crowd and we'll get a bunch of racists in the comments. So that'll be interesting to see, isn't it? But let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think she's doing it for money? Do you think she has adopted white children for the sole purpose of money?
So I ended up getting certified. They asked if I wanted a baby. I ended up getting Ryder, and she was 2 weeks old. London adoption went pretty fast just because of their sibling. I decided to make their accounts young. Really?
Before we get too far into this, first of all, I will say kudos. I mean, how can you hate on someone regardless of the skin color of the children, regardless of the skin color of the person adopting? She adopted siblings as well. So she didn't split them up, right? A lot of stories I've heard in foster care of children being split. Do you know, that's crazy. So the fact she's adopted both, kudos. Once again, how can you hate on that? It's insane to me. Again, I hate on a lot of people on this channel, right? But you can tell I have a heart. You know, you people who are, going down the race route on this. You just have no heart. You're a piece of shit. So thank you very much. Secondly, going back to, okay, first of all, actually, that's not how you spell managed. Managed, right? Bree, let's get a grip of ourselves here. I will say that, going back to the topic of money and all that, I won't put my children on camera, but the people who do, I understand. You can get views easily. Do you know what I mean? Now, on the same hand, you are building something for the children at the same time. Naturally, from what I've seen anyway, children end up being the focal point of the channel, then it becomes their channel. So it's building a life. It's building something for the children to take advantage of, to take responsibility of when they are older. At least I hope the money will go into, to the children as well. But I assume so, just from looking at this, because they've got nice clothes, their hair looking all nice and stuff. Anything else to say there? It just makes me angry. Like, I don't really understand what the hell is going on here. But, I mean, I understand what's going on here, but I don't understand why this is being made. Especially my extraordinary family. It's not particularly, anything extraordinary about this. Kudos to Bree for adopting the children, but there's nothing extraordinary going on here. It's not like, some of the other clips and stuff I've seen of this same show where, a child is born without arms, for example, and they get used to doing everything with their feet. That's extraordinary. I'm just saying. Does that make me negative? I don't know. Not really. But I will also say, again, she's credited, right? She got the certificate. She's been checked and all that. They've allowed her. Cool, you can adopt. There's no issues here. So why does anyone else have an issue? Why don't you go adopt a child then? Do you know what I mean? You people playing the race card. Why don't you go adopt a child? Why don't you do something? It's always people who either have done something in the past and failed who will hate on people, e.g. creators, or it's people who are not even willing to do things themselves that will find a reason to hate on you for you doing something positive.
I'm sorry, I can't handle this.
When Ryder went viral.
Sorry to pause it so quickly, but a good example of that is when, a celebrity donates to charity, maybe they donate 20,000 or something, right? And then someone will say, they are so much richer, right? Not English, but whatever. They're worth so much. 20,000, is that all? Have you donated? Have you donated?
That way, as they grow, they're gaining more followers, more audience. So that way, when they get a certain age, to see maybe if they want to make it a career, acting or modeling or something like that.
I literally just said this, so thank you. Guys, come on. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. A lot of people criticize me that I'm just, rambling and chatting out of my ass. But sometimes I know what I'm talking about. I'm glad she mentioned it there. Yes, even as children, they can get modeling jobs. And hopefully the money will go to a bank account that they can access when they are older. And as she said, when they're older, they'll already have a platform. Like, I sit back in this chair. I'm thankful to be where I am. So thank you, everyone, for the support. But I wish I started earlier, right? It took the lockdown and the pandemic for me to, kick myself up the arse and start creating little skits and stuff. I wish I did it way earlier. right? I mean, back then there wasn't really TikTok or anything, but I could have done it on YouTube back when there was less creators, of course, and really, you know, gone down the niche of like skits, like hard, and then expanded content as I grew. I mean, obviously, I don't know, would it have been easier back then? I'm not too sure. I'll never know. But I wish, if I was to have a regret in life currently, it is that I didn't start creating earlier. So, again, kudos to Brie on that regard, building something from early.
Raising her like that. Why are you doing her hair like that? Let her find out about her own culture. So I think it's still being negative. At the end of the day, skin color doesn't define if this is your child or not.
I agree.
Hi, Ryder. So to
I do like that. I don't know why Malaya here seemed a bit awkward there. It's like you've never met the child before. What's going on there? I agree with her. Skin color doesn't. I don't think skin color should affect whether someone is your child or not. I mean, adopted or. Well, I mean, adopted, yes. Or what? What am I talking about here? I don't think it matters. You've taken care of a child, you've given them a home, you've cared for them when their biological parents, for whatever reason, couldn't take care of them. Do you know what I mean? So again, to the racists, go adopt a child then. Like, actually, I mean, look, yes, these children, I forgot their names. I know one of them, she's called London. Yes, they are growing up in a household that is going to have a different culture to what they would experience if they were to grow up in their biological families or biological mother's home. But again, Brie opened her home to them. So naturally, they will experience black culture. Again, if you have a problem, adopt a child and raise them yourself.
we're gonna talk about the judgment that I've been getting. It's hot.
It is hot. Goodness. Also, I will say, I respect Brie for not showcasing the negative comments to the children. I think at this stage they're a bit too young to be, you know, shine a light on the negativity. So I think when they get older, you can slowly integrate such comments to them. This is what this person is saying. You know, this is a reflection on this part of society, etc. Teach them as they grow older, but for the moment, let them, vibe, essentially.
So what did you think when I started posting the girls and stuff?
What is this music? What is this music? There's nothing. It sounds like something that would belong in a Transformers film. Let's get a grip of ourselves.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
At the time, she was like 4 years old, and they're like talking about a 4-year-old and how she was like speaking, and I just feel like that was uncalled for. It's kind of crazy though. In the beginning, it was just like, oh, is she black? Is she black? But now it's like, are they adopted? People are really concerned, and they're like wondering, like, are they your kids? Are they not your kids? You know.
I mean, if that's not the example, well, I don't even know how to speak English, apparently. But that is a good example of just don't listen. When people are gonna spew negativity, don't listen to them, right? When it's obviously, right? Because again, someone might call me a hypocrite, but I call out BS behavior. Do you know what I mean? When it's obviously not coming from a place of love and you just don't care, you are just being a negative Nancy for whatever reason. Shout out Nancy if you are still watching the channel, of course. Because sometimes I do not see the people from even like a few months ago. Hope you guys are alright. I mean, anyway, first people were saying, are they black? Then they moved on to say, are they adopted? People are gonna just chat shit, whatever. Do you know what I mean? If I talk a lot. Editing H here, yes, I look a bit different because from them. Anyway, that's not why I'm interjecting. Sure, I'm a model and that. Yeah. Anyway, I've lost my mind. I'm interjecting here because if you're about, you know, if you're watching the screen, you're seeing some kind of like something happening, right? I'm fading out. You're about to see like some fireworks at the back of me. That's exactly correct. Vroom, what's this? I don't know why, but I obviously use a phone camera, if anyone doesn't know, but I use a phone camera to film the videos just because I can't afford like a crazy camera at the moment, but I use a phone camera to record, and iPhone sometimes does like weird things, like they'll slap a thumbs up or something, or for example, right here I got fireworks going off in the back of me. I'll take it as a metaphor that my content is like a firework. Bright and cheerful. But then on the other hand, some people find it very annoying. Anyway, so I'm just interjecting to let you know that's what the fireworks is. I didn't add it myself in the edit. Back to the video. People comment that I talk too much, but overwhelming majority, obviously, are supportive of it. If I toned down the talking, right, and I just, you know, pause. That's really bad, guys. But I'm not going to clarify. I'm not going to give any of my experiences. I'm not going to give my thoughts. I'm just going to say it's bad. Let's move on. Then people would say, what is this? It's not even a reaction. Quite literally, you've just stolen the video. Because some people still genuinely believe that I'm stealing the videos. Are you dumb? Like, you must be. But anyway, as you see, people are just going to talk for whatever. So just do you. As long as the kids are alright, which I, again, presume they are, they look happy. Why does anyone care?
Do you love mommy? Yeah, I love you.
There you go. I mean,
A new comment has been crazy. They've been asking, show the pregnancy pictures. I wonder what they're going to say when you do announce that they're adopted.
I will say, right, as I've said, when I said, are you dumb? Some comments, genuinely, you have to wonder, how are you typing this comment? Because clearly you don't have a brain. So either you're trolling for the sake of just being a dumbass, ignorant, sack of shit, annoying bastard. Yeah, I'm pissed. Or you're genuinely stupid. Like, either or, it's a bad scenario for you. Show me the pregnancy pictures. You know, at that point, I'd Photoshop just a pregnancy picture. I'd Photoshop one and say, here you go, guys. There you go. Because apparently, you don't have a brain. Wow, I'm getting so heated. I'm sorry, Brie.
I think that's what I'm afraid of.
What's on her face? Is that a scratch?
Your sisters and
What? Hold on a second here. I mean, look, I'm presuming they're safe. Do you know what I mean? And maybe she fell over or something. But the sister had like a bruise on her arm as well. I'm just pointing it out. You know, I'm not saying Brie has done anything before anyone says something. But I hope they're alright. And, you know.
my message for you, like, if you can do it, go for it. My family is to make sure the girls have a...
Oh, Let's guess, huh? We've come to the park, right? And I know these shows, they like to pretend, well, not pretend, they like to treat these people, the ones who are the subject of the video, they like to treat them, it's like a zoo, right? I can't remember, was it, I don't know, but they like to just thrust them in, right? Was it, I think I've released the, the Aloy looking woman. I've released that now. I mean, I'll put it up there if you haven't seen it. They basically shoved her, right? I'm assuming anyway. I don't know if she picked that club or not, but they basically, yeah, here you go. We're going to film you in here with people who quite literally don't like you, right? We're just going to film you and just social experiment type vibes. How much do we want to bet that we've hired some type of actor? They've come to the park and we're going to make the actor look at them in disgust. Anyone want to bet? Because I know these shows well enough. But prove me wrong, please.
I love her and her love me. And hers, I love her. Her Jimmy Duck and her Bonnie Duck.
What do you love about?
I did not understand a word you just said, little girl. But yes, I agree.
Change my life for the better because before I react to things, I always think about them. I'm always wanting to better myself for them. Don't just judge a book by its cover just because what you see is like, oh yeah, that's what it is. Because sometimes it's not like that.
Sometimes anyway. Yeah, true, sometimes it's not like that. I will not stop calling scam victims foolish. If that's what you're saying.
What?
Sorry about that. Once again, some crazy guy in the street started shouting. And I say once again because this is following the recording of another video that there was a crazy guy shouting in the street. Anyway, I assume it's finished, but let's see. Okay, it is finished. I mean, look, they look happy, right? Little London on the left there has no idea what's going on. She's looking at a squirrel, probably. I really wish I could remember the older sister's name. Was it Robin? Was it Robin? I think it was Robin. Anyway, they look happy. To be honest, the people who have a problem with this, you need to get a grip of yourselves. And it's a very, kids don't care about the color of your skin, right? If you go to a playground, for example, don't just go up there if you're an adult for no reason and sit down on the swings or something. Don't be weird, right? But for example, you go to a preschool or something, kids are just playing with all the kids, right? Doesn't matter about, weight, or it doesn't matter about skin color. Kids just play. Let's play. You know what I mean? So it's when you get older, and it's why I say racism is taught. Kids don't care, but when they grow older, that's when people start to, start the hatred, start the bigotry, start putting labels on things. Just preach love. It might be ironic coming from me, of all people, but preach love. If you have to preach love in a firm, harsh way, e.g. the scam victims, you do so. But in this case, especially if it's on TikTok, might I add, TikTok comments are just fools for the sake of, haha, look, I'm so funny and edgy. That's what TikTok is. So I wouldn't pay attention to the comments, but it's easier said than done. I mean, I don't have children, obviously, so I can't imagine people commenting saying your children are not your children, that kind of shit. Bree, well done at a young age as well. I mean, you've opened up your home to siblings, no less. You didn't break the family apart. So kudos. I respect that very much. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Asian or white. The children that you are adopting, I don't care whatever skin color they are. As long as you're happy, it's safe, everything is done by the book, I don't care. And neither should anyone else. But unfortunately, as harsh as it might seem, I don't think racism will ever go away in this world. I genuinely think there will always be a section of the world, sections actually, who are bigots, who will not change their ways. And it's unfortunate. What can you do, realistically? You can try and, educate people. You hating on someone or you not agreeing with something because of the color of someone's skin. You are genuinely, I have no idea what's wrong with your head. And I can't understand it. The color of this affects you so much that you spew out hatred and tell a mother that her children are not hers because of this. F you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts. But I'll safely say, if you are someone who is a bigot, right? I think I said this in the Jody comments video ages ago. But if you're someone who thinks like that, or disagrees with me that skin color, for example, doesn't matter in regards to, of course, a situation like this, adopting someone, but in general, if you are a racist, basically, please unsubscribe. I'll see you guys next time. What am I going to plug at the end of this? Because I don't think I've reacted to anything similar. But I'll see you next time, I guess. I'll just leave it at that. If you want to watch the Scamfish reactions I was talking about, I'll slap them there. Bye. Live your life.